John, describe the magnitude of the occasion that is going to be upon us on Saturday at Odsal Stadium, Bradford Bulls against the Leeds Rhinos.
Well, I think emotionally there's excitement amongst the group and amongst myself. There's an element of anticipation as well, and there's also an element of what we can achieve. It's frightening what we can achieve if we play well. And should we play well and come away with a success, I think really it would nail this club's colours firmly to the mast and say, hey, we're back, we're improving, we're going to get ready for Super League in the next few years.
Last season the club drew Warrington in the Challenge Cup. You described that as a free hit, no pressure on the side. Is Saturday a totally different occasion, the way Leeds have been playing and the way the club has progressed in that 12 months?
I think you've still got to be realistic and put things in perspective, and they're an established Super League side. We've got to look at that. 12 months ago we were in League One, so we've got to look at that as well. We're now a Championship team, of which I've been delighted with what the players have done, and I think we can challenge within the Championship. But this one, we're playing an established Super League team on our own ground, hopefully with a 5-figure crowd and on terrestrial television with over 1 million viewers. That's how big it is. So it's massive, and that's why we need to make sure we invest in this occasion emotionally, and we're smart as well as to how we play. So it's a great opportunity for us. I see that really. It's an opportunity we've got to put out, get two hands and seize it.
How much of a step up is it going to be, John, on Saturday against Super League opposition in Leeds?
Well, it's going to be a big step up, but the fact is that I think we've had the best prep we could have had. We had a lot of adversity travelling over to play what I call the Super League team in disguise, which is Toronto, and you honestly look at the personnel and they are Super League quality personnel there, and we had all sorts of adversity with the travel, with the accommodation, with the food, but the players handled it great, and I thought we came out with a lot of credit, so that's helped us. I think it's built our trust in each other, our belief in each other, and obviously coming Saturday, I think we can further build our trust and belief in each other with a real good performance against the Rhinos.
And you've got two factors. One is the fact you've got so many homegrown Bradford players who've come through the club's academy structure, and then the other factor is you've got 4 former Leeds players in Elliot Minchella, Brandon Pickersgill, Sam Hallis and Jordan Lilly playing for the club.
Yeah, I think the former, when you play against your old club, it tends to inspire anyway, but I think the homegrown thing that really hits home to me, when I took the job and I sat down with the owner, we felt that the correct sustainable way to progress was obviously to sign big names should we be able to, and in the fullness of time hopefully we can, and we have done already with people like Jake Webster. But you've got to base, I feel, any club's success upon the local talent, and the local talent's very rich here. Ask Canberra, ask South Sydney, ask Castleford, and there's some good players coming through this academy, and you've got to have trust in your talent ID and your player development, and I have total trust in that, and I think we can see the fruits of that. And you're never ever going to retain every local product, but you want your team to certainly have plenty within them, because they have that feeling for the club, for the area and for the shirt, and it's something that we're very proud of. It's something that we'll continue to build in the very near future.
Do the events of yesterday, Dave Furder being dismissed and Richard Agar coming in, does that have a factor on what happens on Saturday, John?
Yeah, I think it will. Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it? It's hard to decide which way the players will react, but there'll obviously be some form of reaction. We've just got to plan for Leeds as best, and that's what we will plan for. But also, I see this honestly, Mick. A lot of this is about us, and it ain't just about us as a playing group. It's about us as a club and how well we cater for a big crowd, how well we look after the terrestrial TV, then obviously how well we perform in front of those cameras and in front of that big crowd on such a big occasion. So I think this one, in all honesty, without being disrespectful to Leeds, I think this is a lot about Bradford, and it's how well we cope with all those expectations and challenges as to see whether we'll have a successful day on Saturday.
I tell you what's refreshing to hear is from players like Elliot Minchella, Jordan Lilly, Sam Hallis, who we've just been speaking to, John, and it is a young side, probably one of the youngest in the Championship. I think the average age again on Saturday night against Toronto was just shy of just over 23 years. But what the players are telling me, and it's great to see this self-appraisal is that although they've not played in many big games, they can use those big games of last season in League One, those home defeats here against York and Workington, and learn from those games which potentially could stand them in stead for the visit of Leeds.
It will stand them in good stead for that. But what's the best thing about having a predominantly young team, which is what we are, is they've no fear. So there's a bit of naivety as well going into games like this. So you just go in and play until they're going to get better. And that's the exciting thing from my point of view. And, you know, I've stressed this on numerous occasions to you, Mick. This is a group that's going to get better, and I see this as part of our progression, part of our development, and that's why I'm so excited as to see what will turn up on Saturday. I'm pretty confident you'll see a good game on Saturday, and I'm pretty confident you'll see a really good performance from the boys in red, amber and black.
You've been involved in a number of cup shops, John, over the years. You can use your experience in the dressing room?
Yeah, I'm sure I can, but it's they're going out to play, but what I can assure you, Mick, they'll be ready to play.